Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Ghost and today we'll be taking a look at the legendary tier Commonwealth / Australian ship HMAS Brisbane. Okay, so yeah, this right now is the current campaign ship. The way you guys obtain this ship is by going into campaign here and going into the United Strength campaign. And once you reach level 100 in the campaign, or the battle pass, or whatever you want to call it, you unlock the Brisbane. Now keep in mind, you do have to spend 2,500 doubloons to buy the Admiralty backing to get all of the top row of rewards. The bottom row rewards are completely free. However, if you want to get Brisbane, you got to grind, and you got to spend at least a minimum of 10 buckaroonies, okay? So yeah, anyway, let's head back over to the Brisbane, and let's go ahead and do a little bit of a review, and then we'll show you guys some gameplay. The very first game I played, actually. So yeah, look forward to that here very shortly. Now for the upgrades in Loadout, we're running aiming systems, we're running steering gears, we're running concealment systems, and for the final modification, we're running main battery mod 3. For the Loadout, you've got HE, you've got AP, you've got torpedoes. Okay, and these just aren't any ordinary torpedoes. These are some very dirty torpedoes. Unfortunately, in the gameplay portion, we don't really do anything with the torpedoes because everybody just doesn't seem to sail into them. So, yeah. But they do have the potential of doing stupid things. 13.5 kilometer range on these torpedoes is ridiculous. That is stupid. That is just stupid. So, yeah. I'm probably going to play him. I'm going to play with Brisbane a little bit more, try some things out, and see if I can't get any torpedo hits. But, yeah, until then, it is what it is. Also, Brisbane comes with HE. The reason why this is so significant is because the Brisbane is a Minotaur. It is a Minotaur-class light cruiser. If you guys don't know what the Minotaur is, if I go ahead and go over to the Minotaur, here she is. So, yeah, I don't play a whole lot of Legendary tier, but, yeah. This is basically a Minotaur, just slightly worse. So yeah, that's basically Brisbane. The HE is really bad. Like, the HE is crap. So you'll see me use HE a little bit in the gameplay, but not a lot. I end up switching over to the AP, and the AP is where it's at. The AP is basically slightly worse, I think, than Minotaur AP. I could be wrong, but the AP is so good. Even though it's slightly worse, I think, than Minotaur's AP, it's still stupid good. So we'll talk about more of that in the gameplay portion, I'm sure. Damage control parties, they're pretty standard, nothing spectacular here. They've got 3 repair parties, and they are British repair parties, so they heal a lot more HP than usual. Almost 1,000 HP a second, so yeah. We do have some sonar as well. 4.9 detection of ships and 3.4 detection of torpedoes, so not bad sonar by any means. And finally, the Brisbane comes with radar. It's not the greatest radar in the world. 10 kilometer range is pretty good, but the duration's only 22 seconds. I would much prefer a 9 kilometer radar with like a 35 second duration, but that's just me. For example, if we take a look at the Minotaur's radar, you have a lot more versatility with the Minotaur. You can take smokes or you can put on radars. And look at that radar on the Minotaur. The Minotaur's radar is 9.9 kilometer range with a 40-second duration. Can I just say real quick that Minotaur is like better than the Brisbane in every way? I'm just gonna get that out of the way. If you guys are on a little bit of a budget and you don't know if you want to buy the campaign, there's nothing hurting you in not buying the campaign, okay? Like, if you don't want to get the Brisbane, you're not missing out. Minotaur is almost better in every regard, okay? In terms of reload, in terms of DPM, concealment, all that stuff. The only thing Minotaur doesn't have going for it is slightly worse torpedoes, okay? This ship technically has slightly worse torpedoes in terms of range, okay? Anyway, heading back over to the Brisbane. All right, we're comparing both of these ships here because they're both the same class of ship. We do have the Brisbane flag. Okay, it looks like a freaking medical flag. I didn't know Brisbane had a medical flag. Interesting. And we're running a standard type camouflage. It's level 2, so we don't have it fully upgraded yet. I don't have the paint, but yeah. Now for the specs. We've got 46,900 hit points. If we go and take a look at the Minotaur's HP, we have actually slightly higher hit points than the Minotaur. But I think that's because I'm running William Sims. I got William Sims as an inspiration, so that probably does it. So there you go. But yeah. So around the same HP as the Minotaur. And we've got a 13% damage for the torpedo reduction there. 13%. So yeah, not great. Don't take torpedoes. For the artillery, we've got around 10 152mm 6-inch guns. These shoot out to 17 kilometers on my build with a 4.2 second reload. I'm speccing in fully into the reload. Keep this in mind. And I still struggle to get below like 5 or 4 seconds. So yeah, the DPM on the Brisbane, it doesn't even come close to the Minotaur's DPM, okay? Now for the HE shells, not the greatest in the world. Like I said, a 12% fire chance is maybe what you can get it up to. Really bad HE, okay? I'll just say it right here, folks. The HE's horrible. From what I can tell, it's just not great, okay? For the torpedoes, we already covered that in the torpedo area here in the loadout, but we'll go over it again. Once again, 13.5 kilometer torpedoes, 65 knot speed. They're really good, okay, if you can actually catch people slipping. You also have more torpedoes. I forgot to mention. You have more torpedoes than the Minotaur. You have, I think, 10 torpedoes per side. The Minotaur only has 8 torpedoes per side, okay? For the AA is phenomenal. This is also the same in the Minotaur. They both have fantastic AA. So carriers, if you see one, which is rare at Legendary tier, but if there is one, well, the Brisbane is going to be a no-fly zone, okay? Now for the maneuverability, we've got a 34.8 knot rudder, 34.8 knot maximum speed on my build currently with a 750 meter turning circle radius and an 8.2 second rudder. Now if you take a look at the Minotaurs, it's going to be a little different because obviously I don't have it fully upgraded. But right off the bat, I have no upgrades on my Minotaur, and already we have better turning circle, we've got better rudder. Actually, I don't think we have better rudder. But we do have a better turning circle radius. So Minotaur, I guess, is slightly more agile. So there you go. And finally, for the concealment, we've got 11.3 by CM my build. That could go down if I get my camouflage upgraded, so probably like 11. Detectability after firing main guns is 17 kilometers. Detectability when ship is on fire, 13.3. Detectability range by air, 6.9. Detectability after firing main guns by air is 9.9. And it's the same for when the ship is on fire, when you're getting spotted by planes. Guaranteed detectability range is 2 kilometers with a 5.8 kilometer detection while firing in Smokies. Taking a look at the armor, it's really bad. The armor is really bad. Same with the Minotaur, okay? You have no armor. You are a floating citadel, okay? You're a floating citadel of sadness, as Spartan likes to say. But, no, seriously, like, you will fucking blow up like a Christmas tree on 4th of fucking July in the middle of California. You will blow up if you get shot by a battleship, okay? Just saying. Be very careful, because look at that citadel. Yep. Oh, yeah. That is one heckin' chonker of a citadel right there. It's the same deal with the Minotaur. You've got a giant citadel, so any battleships that shoot you, you better bend over, grab your ankles, and pray to RNGesus that you do not get fucked. Okay? It's that simple. You don't have any armor. Basically. Mostly, you don't have much armor. Okay? So watch out. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep an eye out for incoming shots. For the overview, aerial denial. This is very true. You do have aerial denial torpedoes. You got so many of them. You can put out so many torpedoes. It's kind of fun. I'm kind of tempted on, like, putting on a destroyer commander and running a fat destroyer build on my Brisbane. It could be really fun. Hidden, I mean, it's pretty average for the tier. Nothing crazy for the concealment. And a greater heal. True, it is a British heal. So, anyways, let's take a look at the final thing here, and that is the commander. We're running Harold B. Farncombe. We've got William Sims and Francesco Membelli as inspirations. The base trait right here, careful. This really doesn't apply because we don't have smoke screens, but we do have a extra 1.6% minus on our reload, I guess, so there's that. We got beyond range, we're running igniter, we're running velocious, we're running on alert, and we're running fully packed. Currently, he's a legendary 1, rank 15 captain. I don't have him fully upgraded because I literally just got him, so keep that in mind, everybody. But nonetheless, I will catch you guys over in the gameplay portion of today's video. I hope you all do enjoy it. Alrighty, so here we are in the Brisbane. So, yeah. So we're going to be on a riposte. It's a domination mode, and we are joined by some people here on this flank. I don't actually remember who they are, but yeah, they're going to be doing some things over here, hopefully, to help us. And yeah, I think it's actually a Yoshino. I know it's a Yoshino, and I know there's like a battleship as well. I don't know what one it is, but yeah, oh, it looks like a Yamato. Okay, so we got a Yoshino and we got a Yamato. So, Yoshino's dumping torpedoes like I am at the beginning of the game. And, yeah. I'm trying to turn to not take a lot of his torps. Unfortunately, I'm going to end up taking one in that second rack, but it's okay. I dodge a majority of them. But I'm also trying to get my torpedoes off. As you guys can see, first game here in the Brisbane, I am figuring out quickly that this thing is a torpedo slinging monster. We're gonna dish out a lot of torpedoes, but we're gonna hit 0 of them, okay? Which is hilarious. Yeah, you could give me 100 torpedoes, I will still find a way to miss all of them. Now, we got a GK spotted over here, Corsair first, and we're taking some shots at him with the high explosive. Now, the first couple of opening salvos here on the GK, we actually do get some decent results. However, for the rest of the game, really, the HE just doesn't do a whole lot, okay? So we're going to figure that out later in the gameplay. We're going to be like, yeah, no, the HE is not it, Chief. 11.5% fire chance on my build. Yeah, no. We're going to be utilizing the armor piercing a lot more. But, hey, we still are getting some decent damage, 11k. We do have a fire on that Corsair first, but he did put it out, so I'm going to see if I can't get a follow-up fire. However, unfortunately for us, we are not going to be able to get a follow-up fire because our high explosive fire chance is so bad. We're getting superstructure damage, not a lot, but we're getting superstructure damage at least, but we're not getting any fires. And that right there is the big problem with this ship. You can get that first initial fire, but good luck, literally good luck, getting that second or third fire on them, okay? It is a rough time here in the Brisbane. Notice that we were getting shot at as well by the GK and by a Colbert and all that, so we turned away, and we are just trying to cycle these 6-inch guns here, okay? Now, we got some torpedoes loaded on our port side. We're just going to dish them out there as aerial denial torpedoes to hopefully disencourage anybody from going into that cap. Notice there is somebody in the cap right now in Charlie. So what we're trying to do here is get a little close to maybe pop a radar, maybe spot what is in Charlie. However, it seems like there's going to be nothing on our radar here shortly. We did pop a sonar just in case, because, you know, torpedoes, there might be some incoming. Now, one thing I want to point out real quick is, look at the top of the screen there. There is not a single destroyer in this lobby. Weird, huh? Legendary tier, no DDs, no Kabas, no Shimas. No gearings, nothing like that? What? I know, right? Pretty crazy. So this is just a straight-up cruiser and battleship slugfest, okay? I would love to be a battleship in this kind of match here. Why can't I ever get into a match like this in a battleship at Legendary tier? I'm always dealing with Shimas, I'm always dealing with frickin' gearings and darings and all the shit. So, you know, it must be nice to be able to play a battleship and not have to deal with destroyers, okay? Just saying. But, yeah, anyway, we're going to load the AP for the first time in the game, and we're going to figure out quickly, while shooting at this broadside Napoli, that, well, the AP is where it is at, Chief. Because watch what we're about to do to him. There's a couple penetrations for 2-3k there, and there's a few more penetrations. And just like that, we did like 8k, 7k to him. Yeah. The AP is where it's at. Now we're gonna get ourselves into a position to utilize the armor piercing a bit more. Now we are entering the cap here at Charlie. Nothing is in it currently. It had to have been one of these cruisers that came in here and took the cap. Now which cruiser could it be? There's 3 of them. Okay, it could be either one. I don't exactly remember which ones they are, but we will see here very shortly which one it is. We are now pulling outside of the island, and we are now in the center of the cap, and, well, I think we figured out who our cruiser friend is that was in the cap at Charlie. It's the Brisbane. It's the Brisbane. Yeah, so we know the Brisbane has a very big citadel, So we are going to see if we can't pop that Citadel. However, he is angling right now. He's angling, so we switch over to the high explosive. And it looks like he's going to turn back out, so we're switching back over to the armor piercing. And, yeah, we should be able to get some pretty damn decent results because he is over-angled as hell. So we should be able to, yeah, there we go. There's one Citadel. Let's see if we can't get some more. There's 2 Citadels. And there is 3 Citadels. There's 4 Citadels. There's 4. Let's see if we can't get any more. There's 5 Citadels. There's 6 and 7 Citadels. Can you guys see where this is going? Yeah. Brisbane over there is almost dead. 7 Citadels, and just like that, we went from like 20,000 damage to 56,000 damage. And, well, we're going to see if we can't peek around this island and maybe get some Citadels here with our front guns. And we do just that. We get 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. You love to see it. That's our first kill of the game. 12 Citadels, and now we got a broadside Yamato to farm, so we are going to take some shots with the armor piercing and hopefully get some decent penetrations with these 6-inch armor piercing shells. Yeah, as you guys can see, it seems like the armor piercing is where it is at. Okay, so basically I think what I'm figuring out here with the Brisbane is what you want to be doing is when somebody angles to you and you can't really pen them, just shoot HE at them, and when they decide to go broadside, smack them with that British/Commonwealth lovely improved armor piercing. Okay, it is nasty. It is very, very nasty, and I'm quickly figuring that out. The high explosive is quite mediocre. Okay, now the Yamato is spotted again. We are going to just once again resume the absolute pain train with the armor piercing. There's 4,000 damage right there with 4 penetrations. There's another 4,000 or 5,000 damage right there, and as you guys can see, look at the damage we are doing right now to this broadside Yamato at 11 kilometers into his upper superstructure there. Absolutely disgusting what we're doing to this man right now. And yeah, just like that, we're already up to 100,000 damage. And, yeah, that freaking Yamato is having maximum fun for sure, let me tell you. But, yeah, look at that. Armor piercing, pretty damn spicy, okay? So if you get a broadside battleship or a broadside cruiser or a broadside DD, broadside anything, you want to be shooting the AP. The AP is disgusting. It's just disgusting, just like Minotaur. I don't think it's as disgusting as Minotaur because you don't get the same reload and whatnot, but it still is pretty damn good. I think you're going to have a lot better results using the AP in a lot of these broadside situations. Once again, also, I forgot to mention, you don't have smoke screens, so you want to be using island cover. As you guys can see here, I'm playing with my throttle, and I'm trying to get myself into positions to basically stay behind these islands here. Islands are covered, ladies and gentlemen, and Brisbane is most certainly an island boy, okay? So, there you go. Now, once again, Yamato is over-angled. As you guys can see, we're just getting nothing but shatters with the HE, so we swap over to the AP, and we immediately start getting better results. The AP, much better than the HE. I'll just say it. It's much better than the HE, the AP. So we want to be using that AP, using it as much as possible. I mean, look at the damage we are getting on that Yamato right now. Disgusting. And just like that, that's our second kill in the Brisbane. There you go. So far, not a very bad first match in the Brisbane. So far, we're doing pretty damn good here. We got 116,000 damage. We've got 12 Citadels. We've got, looks like 200 main battery hits. I'd say we're doing pretty damn good. What about you guys? I don't know, man. But, yeah. So, I think that this ship here has potential. It really does. The Brisbane does have the potential to do great things, okay? If you can get the dream match where people are just sailing in and taking torpedoes and you can set fires and smack them when they go broadside with the AP, I'm sure you can have a really fun time with the Brisbane. But compared to the Minotaur, I think the Minotaur is just better than this ship here in almost every regard. It's got better DPM. It's got better radars, and it's got more versatility in terms of consumables and whatnot. So, I don't know. I don't mind this ship. I mean, I don't mind the Brisbane so far. It's actually quite fun. I like it. But compared to other legendary tier ships like Colbert's and Worcester's, this ship is just not it. It just isn't it, Chief. You'd be better off playing basically any other legendary tier cruiser. So, I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments below if you guys would take this ship over any other ship. I'm sure some of you guys might, you know, like to play this over Minotaur or what have you, or vice versa, but I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments below. But as you guys can see, we're loading the AP again, and we are just absolutely ripping this Grosser Kurfürst apart with the armor piercing. I mean, we're taking 16-kilometer shots here, and we are getting consistent penetrations. I mean, hell, we're even getting over penetrations at that range. So I think the AP is just, yeah. It's just, yeah. There's nothing else to say here. But as you guys can see at the top of the screen here, we are winning this game. We're flipping the Bravo cap. We got the Charlie cap. The enemy team only holds the Alpha cap. And there's only 2 ships left. There's only 2 ships left here. It looks like a Colbert and a Brisbane. Okay, that's the only 2 ships left. We just got to kill those 2. And we are basically done with this game here. Colbert right there just got absolutely annihilated by the Yamato. Down he goes. But the Colbert did manage to get some fires on the Yamato before he died. And, well, that Yamato is about to die. Yeah, he's about to get a flesh wound, the Colbert. Colbert is about to get a flesh wound and an arsonist. Because, you know. Just wait for it. Wait for it. Look at the left side, middle of the screen. Left middle screen here. Just wait. There it is. Yes. Colbert got an arsonist and a flesh wound. Yep. You gotta love that. Colbert is perfectly balanced. But no. Anyway. Focusing here back on the gameplay in the Brisbane here. We're about to flip the middle cap here. We got about 15 seconds left. We do have a Yamato in the cap with us as well. So we should be able to flip this cap pretty quick. And yeah, that should be it. All we got to do now is take out this Brisbane, and we are basically done with the game. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to fast forward a little bit, and I'm going to bring you guys to where the Brisbane actually dies, because he hugs the border the whole game, like for the rest of the game here for like 3 minutes, and we're not going to watch that. So I'm going to skip ahead, and I'll see you guys at the end of the game. Alrighty, so here we are. End of the game. 30 seconds left on the clock. Brisbane is just, yeah, hugging the border. It's what he's been doing. We've been trying to hit him, and it's just not happening. Now, we do have our sonar up, so we're going to be able to spot his incoming torpedoes, just like so. And, yeah, this Brisbane is just a colossal waste of time, so, you know, you gotta love players like these that just waste everybody's time. But anyway, yeah, there you go. That is the first game I had in the Brisbane. And that's the game I'm using for this video today. I hope you all did enjoy it. That's the Brisbane, ladies and gentlemen. So far, I don't mind it. It's not bad. 137,000 damage. I mean, if you know when to load certain shells, I think it's pretty good. 3K base as well. So anyway, hope you all did enjoy it. If you guys did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and all that jazz. And nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out. Stay healthy, as always.